how are you all? Fine. I am also very fine, and I request take great care of your health as you are class 10 students. So I am Kadambini Naik, assistant teacher, Government High School, Khandagiri, Bhubaneswar, Khordha, and I welcome you all to this online YouTube class 10 English class. So I hope you all are with me and you are ready for today's class, as this is the first class and we are going to start today's class, and I hope it will be useful. So at the end you just think what you have learned today, as we have already completed a few parts of which grammar chapter. Can anyone remind me which chapter that today we are going to discuss? Which chapter? Okay, so this is once again preposition part 5. Already we have discussed 4 parts of this chapter, and I hope you all must remember. If not, then let us have a quick recap of whatever we have learnt in the last classes. So what are the things that we learnt in last class? So types or kinds of prepositions we discussed in the last 4 classes. So basically we have prepositions of place, prepositions of time, and then comes our other prepositions. So in first, second and third, in 3 classes we discussed prepositions of place, and then in the last class we did prepositions of time, and we discussed the prepositions like at, on and in the last class. And also we have learned how these 3 prepositions are used in place and in time, because the same prepositions are used for all these kinds or types of prepositions. So now where to start? Do you remember? Before going to start, I request all my dear students, open your book, your copy and pen, get ready, because whatever I am going to write or whatever you are going to watch in this video, you have to write. Don't disobey, you have to write, because I say all the time writing is quite essential. Why? Because you have to write in your exam. If you will not write correctly, properly, in a beautiful handwriting, you are not going to get good marks. So listen to me and start writing. So today we are going to discuss prepositions of time. It's part 1 of prepositions of time we did in the last class, that is at, on and in, and today we are going to discuss some more prepositions of time in this class. I hope at the end of this class you will be able to use almost all the prepositions of time in correctly, properly, and yes, you know, in a good way. So these are different prepositions that you can use for time. As I said in the last class, this also you can do in a portfolio. So also you can make it a big picture, and that will also be one of your subject enrichment activity. So this is the center and we are going to discuss prepositions of time. Okay. So what are the different prepositions that we use for time? Who can say what are the different prepositions that you can use in time? Number 1, it starts with by, till, until, to, then you have to, till, until, then before, for, on, in, at, since and ago. These are the different prepositions that we are going to discuss. So out of these prepositions we have already discussed at and in and on, and today we are going to discuss by, till, until, yes, then to, till, then for and since. These are there, you will find in your book, and we have to go and we have to discuss according to your book, because those questions will come in your exam. So what is by? By in the sense of at the latest. So for example, if you will see, I will be back by 6 o'clock. I will be here, or I will be back by 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock means, so by 6 o'clock. So it indicates at the latest, not at a particular point, at the latest. And then if we talk about up to a certain time, by 11 o'clock I had read 5 pages. So by it indicates the last point we can do in between at any time. So it indicates by not a particular time, it gives a period but we have to complete the task within this time. So by then comes for means over a certain period of time, over a certain period of time I have been living here, or for over a certain period of time I have been living here for 2 years. So it indicates a duration. Okay, it indicates the duration, not the beginning point, not the end part, only it talks about 5 years, 6 years, 10 days, 12 days, 20 days, it talks about a duration only. So over a period of time is for, then comes your since. Since means it talks about the beginning time, beginning. So beginning point, if you will say that we have been, or they have started since morning, it has been raining since morning. It has been raining since morning. That means it talks about the beginning point. You just see, by indicates the last time you have to do the work within this period, and for it talks about the period only, not the beginning, not the end. And since it talks about only the beginning time. So these are the basic prepositions that you have to remember. So we have so many examples that will help you to understand it in a better way. Let us move ahead. So these are the prepositions that we are going to discuss today. Number one is during. So during is used when something happens within the time, something happened during, it talks about also a period of time. We stayed at a student hostel during the conference. During the conference. And for is used with a period of time. I am just going to bed for 2 hours. Then till, until, up to a certain time, we will wait till until 6:30 for you. So to, till, until, these are used in the same way. No difference for you all. You can use to, till, until, wherever you can desire. Means when to, we can replace till and until in place of to. We can replace to and until in place of till. Means these three are quite synonyms of each other, we can use in place of one another. Then since as we have discussed, it talks about the beginning period. So starting point of 40 years have passed away since they met. So it talks about the beginning time. Then from and to, it has 2 time periods, when it started and until it continued. From and to, from and to show when something begins and ends. It talks about 2 times, beginning and ending. So here her visit will extend from Monday to Thursday. So here in place of to, you can use till or until, no problem. So her visit will extend from Monday to Thursday, Sunday, Saturday, whichever day you can write. So next, prepositions with time. So what does it mean by? By no later than a time. He has to be at work by 9 o'clock. By 9 o'clock. It is not a fixed time. It talks about a period of time, but you have to come or do or complete the action by the latest or before that. We need to leave for the airport by 10 a.m. By 10 a.m. If you will remember the examples, then also that will help you to do the questions that will come in your exam. So one request, try to write down all the example sentences in your copy, then it will be very, very useful for you all to answer your questions in your exam. So whichever sentence I have written or you can see here, you can write it. So by for one specific event that will happen before a certain time in future. For example, please send me the information by Monday. Please do this homework by tomorrow. Please go to your village by Tuesday. Any day, any time period you can see. So if this is by, this is now and this is Monday. So this is timeline. If this one shows you now and it shows you Monday and your sentence is please send me the information by Monday. So you can do within this time period at any time. So please send me the information by Monday. You can complete the action within this period. It starts from now to Monday. Within this period, whenever you can or whenever it is possible, you can complete your work. So please send me the information by Monday. So it talks about a single information. Okay, next what is there? Prepositions with time. These are the basic prepositions, or maybe confusing sometimes. So remember, since, for and during. Since, for and during. Since talks about between a past time and now. So when it started, since always talks about the beginning time, and for it talks about the whole period, and during is a period of time. For it talks about the length. See the difference between for and during. For talks about the length, how long it is, 2 years, 3 years, 4 weeks, 5 days. It talks about the length, whereas during talks about the period of time. For a period of time, it doesn't talks about the length. It only says during, means it only says the period, not the length. As the example, she is going to sleep for an hour. So it talks about the length. But here I watch television during a break in my studies. During a break in my studies, it doesn't indicate the time period. It talks about the gap I got between the break in my studies. And then she has been crying for 2 hours. Mark the difference. It talks all the time. For it talks about the length, and they have been smoking for 2 years. So in these 3 sentences, it is clear that it talks about the length, and during it talks about I met her during lunch. Only it talks about the time period, not the duration. Then they met her during the presentation. So it shows the activity. When the activity was going on, the action happened. When the activity was going on, the action happened. And since she has been here since 5 o'clock, it also indicates a particular time, but it only talks about the beginning of any action. It always talks about the beginning of any action. She has been here since 5 o'clock, or he hasn't slept since yesterday. I haven't eaten French food since I left France. Then up to I will stay here until 4 o'clock, means to or till. You can use to or till in place of until. So it talks about the last. So are you going to work until 10? Then until my father has home, I read a book. Now next, let us see what is there. I hope you will remember the difference between these. So during always comes with a noun. During always comes with a noun. So during is used to say when something happens. I will be really busy during the next year. Next year, during plus noun. The children were sleeping during the movie. The children were sleeping during the movie, during the snow storm. So okay, so this much we have discussed a lot. Let us have some more examples. So what is my request? Try to write down all the sentences, whatever you have got, you have seen or you watched here, because the same sentences will come in your exam. No doubt, if you will have practiced all these sentences, then you can do the questions easily and correctly also. So I have been waiting for 3 hours. So you can see the difference between for and since. For talks about the time period, length of any time, and since always talks about the beginning. Since, beginning, and for time duration. Okay. Now it's your duty to read the sentences, write the sentences in your copy correctly in a beautiful handwriting. So we have lived here, yes, for 4 years, not since, but we have lived here since 2008. It talks about the beginning point, when we started living here. Then she has been working there for 6 months. When he started, she has been working there since he graduated from college. So it is the beginning time, since she graduated from college, but it talks about how many months they live there. So this is the difference between for and during. Hope you understand. Now it's your turn to find out or use these particular prepositions correctly. So these are some more examples for you. I hope you understand during, until, for and since. So if you are ready, then let us have some questions based on these three particular prepositions. What are these? Yes, these are for, since and during. Are you all ready? Okay, if possible, write down the questions in your copy if you have it. If not, if you have not brought your books, copy, okay, only copy and pen, then quickly go and bring your copy and start writing. I am giving you 1 minute, take it and bring it and start writing, because writing is essential. I say all the time, writing is essential. Listening with writing will make you perfect and you can use it in a better way. So if you agree with me, then let us start quickly this small quiz in which you have to use the prepositions correctly. So what are the prepositions already given in the brackets? So let us start. I have not seen him dash years. I have not seen him dash years. What does it say? It talks about beginning or a period or during or its length. Which one you will prefer? Number 1, since we have to use for the beginning time, and for we have to use the length. When the length is given 2 years, 3 weeks, 5 months, 6 days, this is the length, and during we have to use for a period of time. Okay, so three prepositions having 3 specialities. Which one you will prefer to use in question number 1? I haven't seen him dash years. Dash years. Dash years. Years means it talks about the length of the time period. So when the length is given, you just mark length, years means many years. So which one is correct? Length, I said when length will come, you have to use for. So answer here is for. Okay. So if answer is for, then let us move to the next one. What is the next one? Okay, so here answer is for. Next, the shop will be closed. The shop will be closed dash the whole of the June. Whole of the June. It talks about the whole of the June. So it talks about the period. So period means during. Use during. Don't be confused. Try to understand the difference between during, since and for. I met an old friend of mine dash my stay in London. So while I was staying in London, so it talks about the time period, not the length. Length will be given in a particular number. 6 days, 5 months, 10 years, 20 days, 3 weeks, like this. Then you have to use for. So I met an old friend of mine dash my stay in London. So during my stay in London. During my stay in London. Then he has been absent dash Tuesday. He has been absent. You just see it talks about the beginning time. So when beginning time is given, which one is correct? For, during or since? Yes, since is correct. So you have to use since. I was in France dash the summer. I was in France dash the summer. So it talks about a period. Period means during summer. During summer. Then last one, it has been raining dash morning. Morning means it talks about the beginning time. Now also it is raining. So it has been raining. Yes, when beginning time is given, so answer is since. So I hope you will do such activities or such questions whenever it will come in your exam. So if yes, then write down all the answers with all the questions. If you want to write all the examples that I have shown in this video, you can watch it again and give a pause and write down all these. So how you are going to write? just make a table, start writing the preposition, for example for, and write down all the sentences that you have seen in this video. Then second, write down since and write down all the sentences. Then for, write down all the sentences, likewise during and from to. I hope it is visible to all of you and you can do it on your own. And next, from to. So from to, it's the easiest one and you have been using it in your daily life. When we talk about when is your holidays, then we say it starts from 10th of April and it continues till 15th of June. So from and to, it always talks about the beginning and end. From and to, it is very easy. So we use from. Let us go to examples. The museum is open from 8 AM to 4 PM. So it has two angles. It has two angles. So which one you have to use? So from to. Jack will be on vacation from tomorrow until Friday. You just see three sentences having three different words or prepositions. Here we have to, here we have until, and here we have till. So it marks there is no difference between these three. So don't be confused when you can use. Where you can use to, there you can use or replace, or in place of to you can use till or until. These three, which three? To, till, until. These are quite equal and you can use any one of these. Okay. So here also you can use until, here you can do to. So these three are equal. You just mark these three are equal. So I studied English from 2001 till 2004. So these three prepositions that you have seen here, you can use for one another. So next, let us see what is there. So here is a fill in the blanks and you have to write which preposition you feel appropriate. So instruction, yes, instruction is fill in the blanks using the appropriate prepositions. Fill in the blanks using the appropriate prepositions. As you can see here, so many questions. So do it like this. Fill in the blank. Fill in the blank using appropriate prepositions. So whichever prepositions that we have discussed till now, only those, out of those you have to use. So fill in the blanks using the appropriate prepositions. Okay. So let us start. I hope you must have started till now because already we have discussed such questions and these are very easy. As I have said, all the time we are using. So how many hours you have studied? You can say I studied or I studied from 10 o'clock to how many hours you study at a stretch? 10 to 12 o'clock means 2 hours. So likewise, I am going to be on holiday dash 31st August. So I am going on holidays dash 31st August. So what will be here? Which one is correct? So from. It talks about the beginning time and it continues to the 10th of September. Started on 31st August and continues 10th of September. The lesson is dash. The lesson is from, that means this period, this class we can stay, it starts from 10:45 and continues till 11:15. Likewise, the lesson is from. The lesson is from 9 AM to till until, whichever you can use. The meeting is from, then till. Let me use from the same. In all the sentences, I will be at the gym from 11 AM. You can use until also. So until 12:30. I am going to be on holiday from. So when you are going to holiday? From January to the 8th of January. Last question. Mark it, read it properly and tell me the correct answer. The work must be done dash Tuesday from Tuesday. The work must be done from Tuesday, because in all the sentences we have already used from, but here no. The end time is given. As I have said, when the end time will be given, which one you will use? End time is given. Yes. So the work must be done. Which work? Your portfolio activities, subject enrichment activities, you have to submit to your teachers just Tuesday. It is by Tuesday. So you can give within a period. By Tuesday means before that Monday you can give, or Saturday you can give. So by Tuesday you have to complete your task. So this is the end time given to you. Now let us see what else is there for you all. So next comes between. When to use the preposition between? Between in the period of the time that separates two different times. Two different times. If we have two different times, as you can see here, it is 3 o'clock, it is 5 o'clock. So here the time that we got from 3 to 5, that is known as between. Okay, so from 3 to, it is 3 o'clock and it is 5 o'clock. So this time is between. After a time and before a time. When we talk about after a time and before a time, he will arrive between 3 and 5. There is a 10-minute break between classes and you should arrive between two times. You will find 8 and 8:30. You are using this one very quickly all the time in different sentences. The last but not the least, the difference between on time and in time. Where to use on time and in time. So you can see, if we have, this is the time period. So as you can see here, this is the time period. It starts at 9 and 10. So the meeting was scheduled for 10 a.m. So meeting is going to start at 10 a.m. So when you will say in time and when you will say on time. On time means at particular time. So it is on. And if you reach before on, within this any time, maybe at this or at this o'clock, whichever time you will reach, that is in time. On time means particular at 10 o'clock. So it is on. But if you will reach before, means but you reached at the time. So it is in time. I arrived in time to have some coffee. So when you will be in time, you will have sufficient time to prepare yourself. But on time, the meeting started on time. That means sharp at 10 you reached. I am on time, sharp at 10 I reached. So when you are in time, you are early enough to have spare time usually to be able to do something which you need to do before any meeting. But here it indicates the punctuality. That means our teacher reaches on time to school, means sharp at 10, sharp at 9. So that means it indicates the punctuality of a person, the punctuality of a action. So in time means before, on time means sharp at this particular time. So train timetable, official meeting, all those started on time, but we have to be in time for different activities. So let us have some fill in the blanks and do where to use on and where to use in. So we left for the airport. So which dash time? So for airport means on time. Then I will reach the restaurant at 12. So please be on time. Please be on time. Don't worry, we will reach the hospital on time. The flight was late. However, it is usually on time. Flights are generally sharp at time. So Joseph set the alarm to wake up. Listen, it is not mandatory that we will wake up sharp at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So we can say in time, so that we can complete our work. The trimmer did not seem to be delivered in time. We are sure that Joseph will finish the work dash in time. So when we are going to complete any task, it is in time. When we are talking about the train time, plane time, or any meeting time, any examination time, any scheduled particular time, then we have to use on. On means particular, it is earlier than the time given. So Kate must almost forgot to deliver the parcel. Luckily she remembered in time, okay, not on time. So for all these, be very much sure. On means particular, in means earlier than that. And with this, let us wind up this class. I hope you will remember. So what are the things that we discussed in today's class? So how to use the prepositions of time like by, for, during, since, between, from, to, and on time and in time. So the time is always right, okay, time is always right to do what is right. So what is right for you today? Do all these activities, and your homework, do the activities that you have in activity 2 in your book. This is your homework. In the next class, I will ask these questions to you all. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.